So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. 58.
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll get 23 yards there. And that leads to a New York 1st down.
Let's go. 58.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Time to tighten up the seatbelt just a little bit, partner, because that was a safety that crashed in there and made that play behind the line of scrimmage. How about that pursuit?
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll come out in the pistol. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Johnson in there to drop him with his 1st sack of 2016. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Brady. Under pressure, they got him again. The 4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, Geno Atkins. In there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Mike Cyphers now in his 14th season on to punt it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. On 4th down, here's the veteran Mike Cyphers to punt this away. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's got room. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Cowboys are set up now with a 1st and goal. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Another pistol look here. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40, the 30, and some room to maneuver.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Brady now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They were looking there for Wes Welker, and it's 3rd and 5.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. The final shot before half for Brady. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Chris Johnson as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And this one through the uprights and good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Screen play, Johnson. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Brady. And he fires one incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's caught at the 2. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They're going to try and throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, he'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Armani Bryant able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended target that time is Jonathan Stewart, and that'll bring up a 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jared Cook, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time, they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Here's Brady to throw. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. It'll be a gain of 6. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They give to Johnson going right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hey, Alabama, 220, 20.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game.
Let's go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down after a good gain. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This remains a 1-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back for their offense.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he is going to lose you. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Now Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They will take the knee, and it means a great start to their 2016 campaign, a win here in Week 1. Partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Dallas, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it'll be a loss in the debut for head coach Ben McAdoo. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.